From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather tonight.
Chilly temperatures tonight, but not excessively cold across the area. Partly cloudy skies, mainly high-level cloud cover, dropping through the 30s for the late overnight hours here into the mid to upper 20s for overnight lows toward daybreak across the Tennessee Valley. Now, I know what's been getting a lot of attention around here is the potential for wintry weather and some light snow across the area Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. We do look to have some accumulation across the area and some travel impacts are possible. But for our local area in southern middle Tennessee, northwest Alabama, northeast Mississippi, this looks to be more of a nuisance type situation versus a major winter storm. You go farther north into the northern half of Tennessee here along and north of I-40, there is a winter storm warning. That does not include any part of our area. That's why our wording is the way it is versus what you may be hearing on Nashville, Tennessee, because they cover all the way up into southern areas of Kentucky. We are south of where the higher impacts are going to be, and we're just talking about a nuisance type thing. A winter weather advisory for our counties in Tennessee in our viewing area that includes Hardin, Wayne, Lawrence, Giles, Lewis, Murray, and Marshall counties in Tennessee, and Tishomingo County in Mississippi. That goes until Wednesday at noon. Now, North Alabama not involved in it yet, but National Weather Service in Huntsville will be reevaluating that overnight. There's a chance they could be adding some North Alabama counties to the winter weather advisory as well. Overall, we expect a ½ inch to maybe isolated up to 2 inches in parts of our viewing area, generally along and north of the Tennessee River. And some travel issues are certainly possible, especially on bridges and overpasses and secondary roads and back roads, but this does not look like a high impact major winter storm for our viewing area. So we'll start with Futurecast tonight, where we just have a few high clouds across the area, mid to upper 20s for overnight lows. And then for your Tuesday, before the clouds thicken up in the afternoon, we get to the mid to upper 40s across the area, knocking on the door of 50 in North Alabama. Then the clouds increase into the evening, and by 10 o'clock, Futurecast has some light snow and sleet mixing in over southern middle Tennessee. That may be a few hours too early in terms of it reaching the ground, but you may see stuff on radar that early. I think past midnight to 1 o'clock is when it's more likely that, yes, we will have some stuff falling out of the sky and accumulating across the area. Now, near and south of the Tennessee River, it's much more borderline. There could be some light snow mixing in to give some light accumulation, but it's more likely to be a mix or even a rain event down in these areas. You get near the Tennessee River and north, it's sleet and snow to snow on up into southern middle Tennessee, but this does not look like a heavy situation. And by mid to late morning, it's tapering off and moving out, especially by midday, but cold temperatures will persist as we head into our Wednesday. Here are our latest thoughts based on everything we've seen today for the potential for snow accumulation across the area in the light blue zone in our viewing area, which is all of our southern middle Tennessee counties, down into Lauderdale County, Alabama, along and north of Highway 72 in Limestone County, pretty much Athens and north, and then pretty much Alabama Highway 20, alternate 72 and north in Colbert County, which is Cherokee, over to Muscle Shoals, over to Leeton and northward. That's anywhere a range from a ½ inch to 2 inches. Now, we don't do that range because we don't know what's going to happen. We do that range because on a mile by mile basis, your snow values will range like that based on your very specific elevation at your house where you are, whether you're in more of a city area or you're out in the country where it's a little bit cooler. If you're closer to a creek or a river where the water body may keep you a couple degrees warmer than you will be 2 miles down the road, all those things factor in, and we can't account for that on a mile by mile basis on a map that shows all 14 counties of the viewing area. So that's why we do ranges here, and in the blue area we expect it to range anywhere from a ½ inch to mostly an inch, but isolated areas could get up to 2 as the upper end range. South of that area in white here in North Alabama, south of the Tennessee River, it may not be much at all, and there may be a few locations in here that just don't accumulate because of rain mixing in and causing melting, but the general idea is anywhere from a dusting to isolated areas up to an inch in these ranges. The 2 to 4 plus the higher impact stuff, That's in the dark blue. That's off to the north of our viewing area and out of our forecast zone. That doesn't affect our local area here. So it's overall a nuisance type low impact event, but that does not mean no impact. I do think there will be some travel concerns late Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. It may have time to get a little slushy and drivable as we head midday into the afternoon Wednesday. And then we refreeze Wednesday night into Thursday morning as temperatures really drop into the teens on Wednesday night. And we struggle to get out of the upper 20s if we even do on Thursday. And then we'll flirt with lower teens and upper single digits Thursday night. And here we'll keep this cold pattern in place on through Thursday into Friday. But as we get into the weekend, we do start to change things around a bit as high pressure gradually shifts off to the east. And by early next week, we're in the southerly flow. And check this out. After the cold air we have coming over the next few days, we're up to 60 for a daytime high by Monday. But we have to get there first. And we're in the 40s for tomorrow. Flirting around the freezing mark, a couple degrees either side of that on Wednesday. Upper 20s is our high here for Thursday. Check out the overnight lows here. Thursday morning, Friday morning down into the teens. And Friday morning, there could be some upper single digits across the area. And that's not wind chill. That's actual air temperature. But then we moderate quickly going into the weekend. And again, by early next week, into the upper 50s and lower 60s. So seasonably chilly overnight, partly cloudy skies down into the mid to upper 20s around daybreak. Again, the daytime hours of tomorrow are just fine, and we're talking about mid to upper 40s as a midpoint average daytime high between southern middle Tennessee and North Alabama. Clouds increasing though in the late into the overnight. That's when the light snow and the wintry mix moves into the area. Snow and a rain mix lasting in the Wednesday morning before it tapers off. Some travel impacts are generally expected, but this does not look like a widespread high impact heavy snow event for our area. Those type of conditions look to miss us off to the north and northwest. But we're cold here going on through our Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Overnight lows down to the low to mid-teens. Friday morning, there could be some single digits around. And then we moderate things quickly as we go into the weekend, and especially early next week. That's Look at your latest 7-day forecast. I'll be filling in for Ben Luna. I'll be back at 4 a.m. with your Wake Up Weather forecast.